Hello all, I'm Priyanka from the Department of Electronics and Communication at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. I'm here today to present about MVC form that I worked in my internship under the guidance of Professor Mantu D. Sir. The contents for today are certificate, company profile, introduction, objectives, methodology, block diagram, advantages and disadvantages, results, conclusion, and references. So this is the certificate that I've obtained from the internship. So coming to the company profile, RWF is a government-owned manufacturing company in India that was established in 1984. It is a unit of Indian Railways and it is located in Yelahanka, Bengaluru. RWF specializes in the production of railway wheels, axles, and wheel sets. It has a production capacity of 70,000 wheels and 23,000 axles per year. The company also manufactures various components required for the railway industries, such as brake discs, brake blocks, and steel castings. Apart from manufacturing, RWF also provides repair and maintenance services for railway wheels and axles. The company has a well-equipped laboratory for conducting various tests on the products to ensure the quality and the performance. Coming to the introduction, Railway Factory needed software to manage and interpret large amounts of collected data. In order to do this, there is a need of a software which can analyze and display information in a visualized manner, which provides good insight. In this project, we have implemented a dashboard app for the same, which helps the admins view the data collected on the daily basis. It also visualizes data collected and shows them in a form of graphs. Here we use the MVC design pattern to make the structuring application more consistent and easier to maintain. Create route-based applications where users visiting the URLs trigger the application's action. Here, MVC, which stands for Model View Controller, it is a software architecture that is extensively used in the development of online applications. It divides the application's data, user interface, and control logic into three interconnected components, which is model, view, and controller. As an intern at Railwheel Factory, I designed and developed a web-based app to track railwheel production. Coming to the objectives, develop software that can manage and interpret large amounts of data collected by the Railwheel Factory. To create a user-friendly software interface for Railwheel Factory administrators, view and analyze the daily data. To display collected data visually in tables and grids to improve data interpretation and analysis. To collaborate with the factory engineers to ensure that the software meets the requirements. To use web technologies such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP to develop the software. Learn about the manufacturing process of rail wheels and how technology can be leveraged to improve the production efficiency. So coming to the block diagram, so this block diagram provides a vivid understanding on how the process flow takes place from the browser to the database and vice versa. So here the browser is accessed by the client and the request is generated, which is passed to the controller. So the controller renders the request and manipulates the request into the PMS model. So the PMS model consists of four different sub phases, that is repositories, entities, services, and components. So this serves as an interface to the database and this completes one cycle of the request phase. The same cycle happens vice versa from the database to the browser where the browser gets the response. So coming to the algorithm, the user interacts with the application by sending a request, such as clicking a button or entering the data into the form. The controller receives the user request and decides how to handle it. It may retrieve data from the model, update the model, or redirect the user to a different view. The model represents the data and the business logic of the application. It stores and retrieves data, and it also handles the application's rules and logic. The view is responsible for presenting the data to the user. It formats the data and displays it in a way that the user can understand. The controller interacts with the model, retrieve or update data as needed. The model sends the data to the view to be presented to the user, and the user sees the view and can interact with it by clicking buttons, entering data, or selecting the options. Coming to the plan of work, the first week of work includes introduction to the basics of C# language and .NET framework, and also installation of required software such as Visual Studio and MS SQL Server Management Studio, and also received old solution of the code in the Visual Basic, worked with the new solutions to create new forms with ASP.NET MVC application, worked with new solution to create entity model and repositories for the same. Coming to the second week, so we worked with the new solutions to create view model for each page and also the view data for the same, and also create controller to link pages and generate .cs HTML views. Worked with a new solution to modify front-end page, create and design drop-downs, radio buttons, and the data grid. Coming to the third week, received the PMS databases, worked with SQL queries, generate values for drop-downs, also worked with the MS SQL server to run the queries for the drop-downs. And also we run the queries for both drop-downs and the data grids, created new tables, views, and stored procedure in the database. So the fourth week includes connecting pages using the JavaScript, coded for drop-downs, radio buttons, and data grid in the .cs HTML views, used HTTP GET method in radio button controller to request data for the data grids, transmitted the data using the JavaScript, built PMS new solution to run new page of web application, built PMS new solution to run new page. So this concludes the plan of work, and we're coming to hardware requirements, which includes system, hard disk, monitor, and RAM. So the system includes Pentium IV 2.4 gigahertz or above. Hard disk includes 160 GB or 512 GB or above. Monitor with 15 VGA color, and RAM with 1 GB or above. Coming to the software requirements, we have operating system, front end, back end, and the coding language. Operating system with Windows 10 and above, front end with HTML or ASP.NET, back end with MS SQL Server, and the coding language is C#. Coming to the advantages, the software can manage and interpret large amounts of data efficiently, saving time and resources. The software user-friendly interface allows the admin to view the daily data collected easily. The visual representation of data using tables and grids makes it easier to understand and interpret the information. The use of web technologies such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP ensures that the software is scalable and can be accessed from anywhere with just an internet connection. Working closely with the factory engineers ensures that the software meets their specific requirements and needs, making it more effective in managing data related to rail wheel production. The production provided the intern with the practical experience in web development and insights into the rail wheel manufacturing. Coming to the disadvantages, the cost of developing the software may be high depending on the complexity of the project and technologies used. If the software is not properly maintained and updated, it may become obsolete or ineffective over time. There may be a learning curve for factory workers who need to learn or how to use this, like on how to use the software, which could slow down the production initially. So coming to the applications, Railwheel Factory can use the software to manage and analyze large amounts of data collected during the production of rail wheels, helping them to identify the trends and areas for improvement. The software user-friendly interface allows the factory admins to easily view and analyze the daily data, giving them quick insights into the production process and potential issues. The visual representation of data, tables, and grids makes it easy for the factory engineers to understand and identify the patterns in the data. The use of the web technologies such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP makes the software accessible from any device with an internet connection, allowing the factory personnel to view the data remotely and stay updated on the production progress. The experience gained by an intern to this project can be applied to other manufacturing industries looking to improve production efficiency through the use of the technology. Coming to the results, a reliable and the secure asset management system has been created using the entity, view data, repository, and control models. HTML it is used for front end and each layer is integrated to ensure that required output security. Subcontent such as resource informations, transactions, and the registrations and edit have been developed using ELAB, General, Utility Shop, Hearty Shop, and other components. The screenshots for the same are displayed in the following slide. So coming to the conclusion, this internship provided technical experience in creating a management system integrated with backend using SQL and a framework for the internet. The development process included constructing an entity model, view data, repository, and controller to create views for the front end using HTML and CSS. SQL was used to connect with the databases, C Sharp as the programming language, and AJAX calls were used for editing and saving the data. A full stack application was developed within a month. Although improvements could be made with more time, overall it was a fulfilling experience. The benefits acquired from this internship is given beside. Non-technical staff can use it with ease. It enables numerous users. It improves site maintenance. The job or the task will be in control and can be accessed all the time. It is user-friendly and also have a improved security. So these are the few references. Thank you.